How long is that gonna be there? Is that okay? I was tempted to just kind of leave it if it glitched, because that was kind of funny. It seems the throwing system has an interesting interaction with being spun. All right, so we need to finish filling out our ship. We need to start taking down company ships. Why? Also, we should be able to turn in our port reports. Ooh. I want to see the grand premiere, but first... Wait, where? I thought there was a place I turn in the port reports here. Well, I need crew. That was a big issue we were having. Ah, can't hire any crew right now. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I guess we just attend, or can we, is it inquire about the... No. All right, I guess we just attend the grand premiere of Mademoiselle Lumiere. Mademoiselle Lumiere has opened a theater beneath the arches of Bishop Bridge. Prominent Tacites sit with London sympathizers. They have formed a brief truce, united in their loathing of the cramped velvet seats. A light flares on the plaster wall. The film begins. The film is titled... Oh, God, what a fucking pretentious word. Concupiscence of the Verdants. Flickering images on painted lenses jerk across the wall. The camera luxuriates in the collapsing brown flesh of a fruiting fungus, the light of a sporing body, the sudden bursting of a violent fungal sac, the prolonged death spasms of a cameraman. There are gasps from the audience. Huh. Do we take in the detail? Do we admire the wider picture, or do we close our eyes? Whee! Whee! Just a normal spin, Ryleco. Let's admire the wider picture. It's difficult to entirely ignore the energetic and occasionally traumatic activities occurring in the foreground of every shot. But you persevere. Lumiere catches up with you as you are leaving. I don't know why everyone hurried away. Anyway, I'm venturing into new territories. Meet me later if you like. Vision of the heavens. Nice, nice. Oh. He's promised a meeting. She's occupying Winchester's cafes. All right, let's check. Let's see what she wants. She rings for 2 cups of nectar-infused tea. I crave the stuff, she says, a smile creasing her face like a well-used cushion. I'm too old to be lugging cameras about anymore, waiting for the perfect shot. My own fault. I could have stayed in London, but I wanted to see the stars. Thanks for helping me home. This is where I'll stay now, I think. She coughs into a yellow-stained handkerchief. Time to fund films rather than make them, I think. The coughing worsens. Please excuse me. She leaves you with a hurried goodbye and the bill. Okay, she's retired. Interesting. So much for meeting her elsewhere in the Reach. Uh-huh. Right. Let me double check we have any other specific side quests. A verdant fragment for the driver. So that's... we'd have to go to Albion. Sweet Jane's Vengeance. Okay, so that's work with the Tackities. And then I need to find Palmer and Plenty's Inconceivable Circus. Don't know where that is. All right. We desperately need crew, though. We do have this whole section, so there could be that circus in here, or could be over here. I feel like here is more likely, because we haven't seen anything over there. It's a pretty big area to be without a port, considering how far things are spread out. How are we on terror? We're okay. Let's get some of that fog of war. We need to burn a few more days before we can hire some crew. I'm pretty sure I can only hire crew at New Winchester. We only have 3, so we keep hitting a lot of negative events. And I'm pretty sure things will get really bad if we run out of crew. Let's see what we can find in the Reach. Yeah, I think it's a reasonable assumption that having 0 crew is very bad. I've heard of crew resource management, but this is ridiculous. Long Knuckle Pass. You know what? Yeah, that makes sense. I wonder if I'm a potato and I have to go deliver the port reports at the Albion Transit Relay area. Port Avon. That's what it was. Sounds like something's burning this way. A distant nebula shines on this place. Its light is mellow as melted butter. Ooh. A complex of celestial ruins bristled with leaning pillars. Well, unfortunately, we can't assay. We haven't even found what lets us buy the assay tool. Cuddles Comb. All right, that's definitely a name for a place. The Fatalistic Signalman. Let's go. We've picked him back up. Okay. Let's read the ledger. The handwriting is poor but legible. Captain Welton deposited fuel in the cache, hoping to gain good luck. There's a column for miscellaneous notes. The captain warns of a condition afflicting her crew. It started during a period of downtime. One took up gazing at the stars and encouraged the others into consideration of the heavens. This has since become a fixation, and the entire crew only grudgingly leaves the windows to perform their labors. I see. Interesting. Ooh, something of mine. Hell yo. Alright, drilling for some hours. Nice, nice. Gotta fly through the open skies. All right, let's go back and get... go back and hire a round of crew. We're gonna need to go over to Magdalene's to clean up our terror. Do we have any... Let's see. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna get crew. We're gonna go up to the S&P. Is it S&P? LNS. Go to LNS, we'll get our seeds. And then our way down to Port Avon, we'll pass through Magdalene's, take care of our terror, and then drop off the seeds to make some money. Because I think where there was a ship and a compartment we were eyeballing, but we need a couple thousand more monies to be able to afford them. So hopefully today we'll be able to upgrade our ship. I was eyeballing the thing that will give us a secondary auxiliary slot. So that way we can have a miner, and I could also attach a cannery or some other item. I would like to get an assay, but again, we have not found anything that lets us equip an assayment tool. Ah, it's a tackety. Need to find some company ships to take out. Oh, did I miss something? I guess I did. Okay. Oh. The travel service lies north of New Winchester. Alright, so we know where the circus is now. Let's go ahead and sell these hours. Cool. Nope. Dreki, do not forget why you're here. You need to hire crew. 5 crew. Nice. All right. We're at least at halfway, but we have a lot of room. So hopefully we can avoid events that remove our crew. Let's see. So the circus is going to be up here. Maybe we can make a quick stop at the circus before cutting right to LNS. Maybe. Hold on. We also need to get... Oh, we need Tales of Terror. Right. What are we missing for our incautious driver? Listen to the driver's suggestion. What do they want? Driver blinks. Oh, all right. That's the drop the officer off and they'll passively give you stuff. Have they recovered from the nature reserve? The driver picks irritably at their ear. I'm meant to be off this train by now. Going to the well and everything would be fine. Instead, the unsatisfied comrade needs an answer to something I can't give it. There's a piece of itself missing. Somewhere in Albion. Another of its spores, sent out many years ago to find the truth. I can feel it out there somewhere, refusing to return. It enjoys its freedom too much. Perhaps if we look at the major ports, they must have left a trace. We have to find it, Captain. Ooh, okay, so... Alright, so their quest is going to take us to Albion. I think we got too much to do in the Reach still, so I don't think we're going to be going to Albion just yet. Ooh, what's this? A fungal fragment. Cut free the... Oh! Yeah, we need that for the researcher. The phlegmatic researcher. That will give us a juicy jumble of money. Not sure what the researcher is exactly researching, but you know, they're paying for the specimens. I always love the background. The way they occlude it with fog and depth, like, oh, it's so cool. And then in the very far distance, you have the stars. Very good at getting across the mood and aesthetic. Sky here is scarred by old battles. Wreckage crusts it like scabs. Alright, whole bunch of tackities. Not bad. What the fuck is that circus? Oh. Always wanted to go to the circus. Mother said no. Poor people. Disease. The driver looks forlorn. Alright, I think we have found the circus. I just gotta find my way in. Alright, what do we got here? A traveling circus has settled here, too afraid to go further and too afraid to turn back. Its clanking, gaudy locomotive scavenges such audiences as it can from nearby homesteads and delivers them for an evening of shabby, desperate, big-top magic. Let's get the amiable vagabond? Sure. He claims to be an expert in snake wrangling, thimble twisting, and stick swinging. He professes to be a psychologist, a mythologist, and an escapologist. He boasts he can tell stories that'll haunt you until you die, and play tunes that'll make stones dance. If all that fails to entice you, he supposes he could turn his hand at signaling. Wow. Well, I mean, if he's a snake wrangler, then I'm sure, he'll fit right in. When you accept him on board, he pulls a grimy bottle of something opaque and unidentifiable from his inner coat pocket, takes a long celebratory swig. I hope you're not having second thoughts already, he says, roars with laughter. He has no luggage to speak of, just the bindle over his shoulder and a fiddle in a battered leather case. Once he's slung both onto his bed, he heads up to the galley and starts performing card tricks and telling ribald jokes at the crew. Most find him charming. Several make their apologies and abscond. Ah! Right, let go! How dare you? Making me spin through this circus? What am I, cartwheeling? This isn't a good trick. You gotta put some pizzazz in it. Where's your magic? Also, go away. The ringmaster's portrait holding up the 8 of bats. That's kind of funny. Card suites being different. This is what I do.
Hold on, give me a second.
No, you can't release the frogs to the circus.
Shit!
No! They'll take all the frogs. They won't return them. They'll turn them into an attraction. The amazing escaping frogs. Observe as nothing can keep them contained, and they hop free and about. Convince people to join me from the circus. Sure. What's the worst that could happen? Let's get a port report. You know, as soon as I can find a place to turn in these dang port reports, I'm gonna make so much money. Oop. Forgot to read the port report. The big top looms dramatically in the fog of the Reach, but it's not nearly as imposing as the massive obelisk floating nearby. Some enterprising soul has hung bunting between it and the big top. As for the circus itself, outside of the performers, it is practically deserted. You may well be the first new face in the audience in quite a while. The greatest show! That's what the adverts promise. The reality is not impressive. Aside from the big top that dominates the circus, the place is shabby, poorly maintained, and even more poorly attended. Bored-looking circus folk run rotting booths. The clowns painted on smiles are no match for the deep-set misery behind the grease paint. Even the Calliope music, Calliope, I think it's Calliope. Even the Calliope music, playing on a rundown piano, is more grimly resolute than cheery. So I guess it's less dun dun da 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 dun 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 and more dun dun da 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 dun dun da da. I see. Where is, I guess all we could do is just talk directly to them. You can buy bronze wood here and supplies. Let's get one supply. Sounds a lot more and more like barotrauma. I mean, it's not underwater, it's in the sky of space, but it is a bit spooky, and there are definitely creatures. Less ragdoll physics, though. Okay. Let me check that. All right. Yeah, never mind. Maybe I need to purchase tickets to the circus. We have 5 tickets to the circus for 10 money. Wow, that's pretty cheap. Let's head into the big top. No one in the meager audience displays any enthusiasm. Not even when the ringmaster thunders in on a horse-drawn Calliope. Calliope. Is that Calliope? Yeah, how is it see below for pronunciation? The pronunciation of the word has long been disputed. The instrument is usually pronounced Calliope by the people who played it. All right. Yeah, so it's either Calliope, like the Greek muse, or Calliope. And see, the thing is Calliope does make me think of the muse. This is just an instrument, so I'm going with Calliope, and also because it sounds dumber. It sounds a bit more silly. You have spent time at the circus. Why is this being tracked? This sounds ominous. Let's visit the amusements. Most of the stalls here are empty. Their owners either asleep or long since gone. You gamely make the most of them. From the Hall of Mirror, there's only one, to Whack-A-Rat. Currently closed due to rats having unionized! Oh, that's amazing. That's great. I love that. We're the rats, and we have unionized. No more whack-a-rat. We require health insurance. We keep getting our bones broken when they whack us. We need you to pay the full doctor's bill. And we want dental. Let's see. See if we can visit the grubby urchin. Back in, it says, followed by an indecipherable scribble. How useful. I need... Try to sneak behind the tents? A pair of clowns whose painted-on smiles do not match their actual scowls spot you almost immediately. Nothing funny about the heavy sticks they carry. You are less than politely escorted back to the big top. Perhaps if you were better known around here, they would be less concerned. I see. So we'll need to come back some other time to be able to speak to the ringmaster, because we need to visit the amusements again, and we do not have enough tickets. That's kind of annoying. They gave me 5 tickets, but visiting the places costed 2 each. A bit of a bugger. My question is, do we buy these seasoned hours, these unseasoned hours, at a discount? I think no, because we need to go and pick up the sacks of seeds. It is nice that it did basically take care of our terror. I might still stop by Magdalene's just to... Ah, fuck. Damn it. Just to zero out my terror. Why not? Give me a bit more of a buffer from having to visit and manage that. Is that a company ship I saw? Was it a tackety? Survey says... tackety. Will they dumb? I mean, at the end of the day, all words are just mouth-flappy noises that we generally agree mean something. Language is ever-evolving, ever-mutable, and a terrible thing to try and control. Alright, I need some tales of terror. Fortunately, I think a lot of tales of terror will involve my crew dying. And right now, I can't afford to expend crew on stuff. Not until I get closer to maxing out my ship. I kind of set myself for failure because I got a module that increased the number of crew people I could have when I was already really low on crew. And I think the events are going off percentage of crew versus max. So I just, like, threw myself into a hole head first. Like a potato. Ah, fucking Wimby! Ah, we gotta go against the wind! Fuck you, Peacock Wind! There's not even any peacocks in it! Is it the good kind of nature reserve? Nature in the reserve, or the malodorous kind? Alright. Let's get the sacks before I forget, and then we'll get some fuel. And then we want to visit the base of research and turn in some stuff. Stomach of the cantankerous. The phlegmatic researcher summons you to his home to offer you payment and the fruits of his research. He has temporarily abandoned his laboratory, which is filled with incense smoke. Distressing business, he says. The stench of their innards has encrusted in my nostrils. All right, and here's the fungal crinoline. Phlegmatic researcher calls upon you soon. His eyes are red, his face slightly swollen. I really act like this whenever I'm near to it. He sniffs loudly and hands you a reward. What was the last item? A titanium clipping. Still could not figure out what the fuck. I think I needed to... Oh, that's right. I think titanium needed to be not destroyed. And I can't get it fixed until I have some reputation. So we'll just let him do that, because he'll need to do nothing for about 15 days anyway. All right. So now we head south to Magdalene's. Oh, now the wind is gone. Now that it would buffet us and make us go faster. Of course. What? No, it turned. Oh, you fucking kidding me? No fucking way. Literally decided to start blow the opposite direction. You son of a bugger. Oh, our supplies are going up? That's weird. I didn't realize it could actually do that. Interesting. All right, let's enter through the yawning tear in its hole. Captain's quarters. Always got to go for the unusual discoveries. Ooh. We got ourselves some guests. Be my guest. Be my guest. I don't know what this song lyrics are off my head. It's got a tentacle. It wants me dead. And call to port. Call to starboard. Engineer, we're in the rear. This soul guest needs to die and give it a rest. Loot it! All right, we have got to collect the guests. No, I failed. Oh, we gained... Oh, it's just some terror. I see. Not even a tale of terror. Damn. Well, good thing we're on our way to Magdalene's, because, yeah. Yeah. It's some bees! Can we get some Chorister nectar? No, we can't. Oh, come on! I lost a crew! Ow. Hey, how about we don't die to bees? Can we do that? All right. This is not good, chat. This is not good. New facet available. Narrow escape. Cool. Cool. Love that for me. Wait, hold on. There was something we can talk to the driver with our hull being low. Driver blinks. Can't keep anything from you, I see. Been feeling a bit on edge. I'd like to make it myself useful if I can. There's races at the Royal Society. Maybe I could go there? Could drop me off for a bit? Make us both a bit of money. Wait, what? Oh, it got moved to the top. That's dumb. You find them in the cargo hold, listening to the groans of the straining hull. The driver's scar crooks around an intrigued half smile. Their eyes are blue and bright. Taking your hand, they place it on the plating, and you feel the steel shiver. That's the sky, they say. Just an inch away. You recognize the look in their eyes. It's the same appraising, resolute look you've seen when they know a maneuver is risky, but they've decided to do it anyway. Person to be more careful. Engage in a passionate assignation. In the sky, you're only ever one bad choice from death. You should all make the most of the moments you're given. Wait, is this we fuck? It's kind of interesting. A bit too risky. Get back to work. Don't find it ethical for the captain to fraternize with my subordinate officers. Fuck. Not the bees! Why don't they stay out of my beesness? I can't believe they would assault my ship like this. It is really unseeming behavior from them. I thought they were better than this. Alright, I'll stop. Alright, we need to cut west a bit. Oh, fuck me. Nope. Nope, we're gonna ignore you. No combat until I get repaired. Are you aware your train has a whistle? I don't remember. I wouldn't be surprised. Also, welcome on by, Alfred. Or Alefred. Alright. I need to lose my terror. We must be not afraid. What do we have? We have 7 gossip. Yeah, we'll use our gossip to get rid of our stuff. Kind of wish there was a bit of a fast forward button once you've seen all the events. because we are just kind of clicking through. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. All right, let's go on one. There we go. Yeah, you're right. It may not have a practical game effect, but I will concur. The whistle has an aesthetic, moral effect. And really, that's all that someone needs. Let's not go this direction, because this direction lies terror. All right, we need to get to Port Avon, turn in the damn seeds, get back to Winchester, fix our ship up before we explode, hire more crew before we become a ghost ship, all while trying not to die. Kasawa! Wait, let me kick those ads back. Welcome on by. Welcome on by. You may have arrived, but I am now gone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, if y'all are coming over here from Kasara's and you are not already following them, let me make it easy for you to fix that. Bada bing, bada boom, what shall? Right there in chat, there should now be a button. This button you can press. This press of a button will give you a follow of one Kasara _. Forthwith, you will receive notifications upon which when Kasara goes live. Kasara has many amazing things, such as doing art, talking about stuff while doing art while talking about stuff. Also, really fun. Been playing some Lethal Company with them now and then. Big old groups have been a whole bunch of fun. I don't know how long you went, Kasara. I was only able to drop in for a little bit, but this is your opportunity to sit back, relax, leave a piss, take a water. Probably get your water from some place that you just pissed, but I'm not your keeper. If y'all don't know me, I am Dreki Ormer. I am a draconic serpent. I am a flightless dragon, or simply a worm here on the internet. Today we're playing Sunless Skies. I played it when it originally launched, but it has been bloody forever. So I wiped my save file, and I've been going through, again, fresh. We've basically explored most of the starting realm, and now I'm hoping to really get into the Revolutionary War. As you can see by my flag. Oh no! Damn it, homo. Man, y'all are, what's the odds on the rare spin? I might have left it a little too often, because that's 3 times already. And we've barely hit an hour. This is really a bunch of bollocks. Yeah, Sergeant, go on, get into the void. What did I leave it as? So let's go with this one. A little bit less. Just a little robust. It is very sad that Sergeant went gone into the void. Since a bunch of people just came in, I also wanted to talk about So, I'm going to be starting a sort of a book club reading for web serials. And let me get that scene. Where did I name it? Right. So this is a little infographic I made for it real quick. And the plan is basically every 2 weeks to kind of get together and talk about it. So if you are perhaps interested in, that's what it is. The direct link to the web serial is there if you wish to give it a gander. The first 5 chapters is basically just kind of setting the foundation. I would like to just kind of, just kind of talk about it, analyze it, and if people also have their own theories, insights, and observations. This is a web serial I have actually read myself already. which is why I selected it as my first one. So I can kind of control the pace, but the intent is to kind of be spoiler free, but still a bit of a deep analysis, so I can like maybe kind of call out to some things to keep an eye on from when they come up. A quick spiel on Mother of Learning is that it is a Groundhog's Day sort of situation. It is a bit of a low fantasy setting with a bit of technology. They have like steam trains, and they're just starting to kind of get a bit of Magitech trains. There's some vague use of firearms. So that kind of is the technological level of the setting. Magic is generally available, but difficult to learn, kind of thing. So it's fertile ground. And I know I will like talking about it. And if you all choose to join in, I hope you enjoy reading as well. Go ahead and put that back away. Ugh. Yes. Sounds fun as fuck. It's really good. And like the reason I wanted to do web serials is, in my mind, one of the barriers to like a book club is that everyone has to acquire the book and read it to participate. And web serials, or at least often the ones that I read and have come across, are freely available online. Sometimes whenever they get published, they'll get pulled down. Mother of Learning has had like a Kickstarter kind of publishing sort of thing, pseudo publishing, but they have their chapters still freely available. So everyone is able to participate time willing if they wish to. And that is one of the things I really want to kind of drive with a web serial focused kind of book club discussion kind of thing. And one of the things is kind of trying to figure out the right pace. So those 5 chapters is basically about 100 pages, if I counted right. But I read really fast. I don't know if that's too much, if that's really slow. But we'll discover it together. Yeah. Anyway, back to the sunless skies. We need to repair. Oh, that is some good repairs. We kind of got fucked up by some bees earlier, so those repairs are very needed. We're currently going to deliver a trade agreement of seeds to the Port Avon. I also want to turn in my port reports. And then as part of the revolutionary effort, we want to destroy as many company ships as we come across. Right now, the rebels have control over a lot of the Reach. So I'm kind of actually having trouble finding company ships to fight at the moment. We also have a bit of a side goal in we need a couple thousand monies to get a new ship and upgrade. Hearing a whole lot of chugging, but there is a choo-choo button. All right, let's not get killed by this homestead, but yes, there is a choo-choo. This game is a bit of a spooky, little eerie kind of setting. Things are just a little odd because, you know, we are flying a train in the air of space. Yes, all of those words are accurate. I fucked this ship up. What are you gonna do now, huh? What are you gonna do now, huh? You gonna try and shoot me? Wacha! Dodged. Ah. Dead. Oh, this is where Serpent suplexed that train too. Well, the original setting, Fallen London, the conceit is that a hole opened up and dropped part of London into the Neath, which is this spooky underground area. And the first game, Sunless Seas, took place in the Undersea of the Neath, where you're sailing out on there. In this game's lore, it takes place a couple decades after the events of the first game, quote unquote. I don't think they really have much of a connection other than just world building wise. A portal to space was found in the Undersea, which then led us to the skies. Stars in space are actual living entities. There's kind of this weird rumor going around that the stars are dying. Don't worry about that. I'm sure it's nothing. You really don't need to examine that further or question it at all. Anyway, back to the giant mountain of hours where you can harvest fresh hours of time that can be processed. All right. The massive guns of the dreadnought have finally fallen silent. The Hulk hangs in the firmament, like a shed spider skin in a web, viewed from the vantage of the fly. Its sides are scored and pried open, its windows shattered. Smoke billows out from its blind eyes. London will not see what transpires here. Hi, hello. Technically everything is dying, entropy and all that, you know? So, Kaula, fun fact, this game has time reversal because the current queen has been alive for hundreds of years. I think it's hundreds of years, because there is literally you can find these rocks of literal time and then they can be used to turn back the clock, which is why there's actually like a ministry of time, because keeping time accurate across the whole realm is very important with all of these timey-wimey silliness. And then there's obviously in the royal court. This is going by memory because I haven't been to Albion in this game. This is like way back when I first played the game. There is this grand noble court that just basically takes place in a perpetual day. It is constantly keeping the hour frozen and just repeating that hour over and over, because they keep turning back the clock on that hour. And then everyone goes through their balls and their dances and their parades. So that's just a little terrifying to contemplate, of just these people living in decadence, constantly repeating this hour of partying forever and ever and ever. Let's raid the engines a lockbox. Ooh. Got 150 money and a charred stovepipe nameplate. Nice. But like the stars, what I mean by that, like they are like basically kind of like gods, eldritch gods sort of things. Like they can cause things to happen. Also, because Britain is Britain and colonized these spaces, they have built an artificial sun, the clockwork sun. So that's cool. Just Britain things. It's like France in the 19th century, but magic. You know what? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Clockwork sun, won't you come and wash away the trains are gone. Ooh, let's take tea at the Admiral Nelson. The Admiral Nelson is Port Prosper's most exclusive tea house. West Enders congregate here to sit amongst the many little tables of ornamental shepherds and bulldogs, and drink tea from little saucers with Her Renewed Majesty's face on them. The Admiral Nelson is so exclusive, in fact, that it opens only occasionally and never does anything so crass as advertise. People know by word of mouth. Initially, at least. Afterwards, most Prosperians join the queue. Do we want to eavesdrop and see what we can learn, or engage in Nelson's raison d'etre? Or can we sneak tea cakes for the porters? We're not embraced by them yet. Let's eavesdrop. You make yourself as unobtrusive as possible behind a complicated flower arrangement. A viceroy and a duchess are engaged in a most unbecoming war of words as they jab their butter knives in a shard of meringue. A young diplomat is apparently thinking of a fresh start for himself in Albion, having quite ruined himself with dissolution in the quote-unquote unknown frontier. A Skyfarer, long thought dead, has returned to general disappointment. Her stories about life in the Reach are very much not the thing. Your god work was a pain. Starts a name, be a disconnected server, and a mechanic. Hello, tapes. Welcome on by. They spilled a delicious bit of tea eavesdropping over here. We can't do much more here. Let's go ahead and... Wait, what? Or Avon. Wait, this is... I have not found Port Avon. Oh, fuck me. Am I mixing up areas? West, northwest of New Winchester. Whee! West, northwest. Port Avon's over here. Gods damn it! Wow, a snack strain. Yes. Welcome. Beefcake mistake. That's a handle, all right. But welcome on by. Let's see if we can get some settlers. Get a little bit of influx of monies. They want to go to Lustrum. All right. You could hit Lustrum, cut north, look for that Port Avon, and then go west to New Winchester. No, we're going to go to New Winchester. We need more crew. It should have been 15 days by now. Then we'll go and look for Port Avon, because that will also free up inventory space. And then we'll go south to Lustrum. I think that's going to be our next route. Well, please, this spilled tea. You can't just spin me around and have me wipe up the tea. That's just because I have feathers doesn't mean I'm a mop. Very proud of it, thank.